begin in a comfortable seated position. We'll close our outer eyes and open our inner eyes, including our sense of touch. Drawing either hand to the opposite shoulder, go ahead and gently drape the hands downward, touching skin on arms and forearms all the way to wrists. And then again, gently tracing fingertips up the arms, gently touching skin and minute hairs. We'll do that twice more, simply dropping our awareness into this sense of touch, as if every cell of our arms were eyeballs and the skin could see. Awakening with gentle touch until the hands meet shoulders, and then they can crisscross the chest, come all the way to the sides of the chest, all the way down to tops of thighs. And then draw the hands up the thighs, sides of body, crisscross at the chest, and all the way back down. Beautiful. One more time. Crisscross. Cross at the chest, slide down the sideways, down to tops of thighs, and bring it all the way forward into child's pose. Using the muscle of the imagination to open up the space at the center of the forehead, as if it had an eyeball right there, third eye center. Let that space massage out along the floor. And then breathe into the spaciousness of your palms and open up eyeballs right there at the center of the hands, facing downward into the earth. Spreading the fingers, tucking toes, downward facing dog. And as we move around a bit, settling into the shape, let's open up the eyeballs on the bottoms of the feet, gazing down into the earth there. Inhale forward into plank pose. And exhale, pushing back into downward facing dog. Twice more, feeling the eyeballs at the hands, eyeballs at the feet, eyeball at the third eye center. Breathing spaciousness into all of these feeling, sensate points on the body. Walking slowly forward, step by step, opening up the calves with each firm planting of the feet on the earth. We'll drop the head, clasp the hands, interlace and extend, dropping the breath down from the pelvis into the spine, all the way to the back of the crown. Bending the right knee, twist the heart over to the left. Breathing in the fullness of the chest. In fact, let an eyeball open right there in the upper left chest. And slowly bend the left knee, straighten the right leg, twist the heart open to the right. And now an eyeball opens just on the right side of the pecs, opening up the eyeballs of the heart. And coming back to center, release the palms to the earth. We'll step the legs wide, bend the knees, drop the hips, open up into goddess pose. Meet me here. Now we've got eyeballs, chest, feet, hands, third eye center. In fact, let's close our eyes in this sacred shape to let those sensate feeling points take in the environment of our inner landscape. A full breath draws the right arm down. So it could be hand, could be forearm down to the thigh. Let's reach the left arm up and over. Left hip drops down, left arm reaches. And then from here, imagine rounding out as if there's an eyeball in the back of the heart now. So we'll round out until we draw the left arm now, forearm or hand on top of thigh. Big extending stretch from left hip to left wrist. And then coming on back to center, float the arms. Let's drop back over to one side, reach. Exhale to round out and switch sides. And then inhale up to center.
Let's keep it going in that same direction, starting to smooth out these circles as we open up the rib cage, side waist. So often our eyes get into hawk mode, they get into predator mode. For this last cycle here, let's really open to owl vision, this 360-degree vision, seeing and feeling with our entire body. Inhale, extend the arms, 5-pointed star. Exhale, drop down deep, goddess squat. Twice more with the breath, and inhale to expand, extend, and then exhale to sink it down. Last time. Beautiful. Heels back, booty back, fingers to the floor. Let's start to walk to one side, bending the knee, or walk to the other side. Could take the hands on that walk as well as we bend one knee and then the other, keeping that big lifted chest here so we can really open up the muscles of the thighs by spreading the sit bones back behind us, inner upper thighs, groins reaching apart. Stay here or go ahead and take it to Skandasana, start to float, adding creative arm movements, staying up as high as feels right, listening with the inner voice, seeing with the inner eyes, and potentially even dropping down a little deeper. I invite you to bring your hands if you do want to take that, hands to floor, if you do want to take that deeper journey downward. Not better or worse, but heck yeah, deeper. And I won't stop you if even your arms want to float here. Nice way to stay true to your own variation. Last full cycle. Excellent. Plant your hands. Step it on back into plank pose. Let's lower all the way to the floor or halfway down, up to you. Inhale, open, cobra pose, lower high. Could be an upward facing dog. Exhale, child's pose, or right into your downward facing dog to take a breath into the bottoms of your feet. Stretching from pelvis to palms. Letting the heart blossom open towards the thighs. And then again, taking a journey. This time, let's turn the toes out to the side. So we'll step forward, step by step. Toes are out to the side, like a ballerina. When we arrive, head dangles down. Let's straighten out the feet, clasp the hands, elongate. Then bend the right knee, twist the heart open to the left, letting the eyeball of the left upper heart shine. These inner eyes are really the eyes of intuition. Switching it out, straightening right knee, twisting to the right. This is the eyeball of our inner knowing. This is seeing with the inner wisdom and guidance of our soul. And coming to center to release the palms. Step wide in any way that makes sense to drop back into goddess posture and meet me here. You might again practice balance by closing the literal eyes and opening the eye of the heart, right and left sides. Opening the eyeballs at the hands and the feet. And now letting every single cell on your body have eyeballs. So we're seeing with the skin now. And dropping over to the other side, most likely a left side, you take the forearm or hand to the thigh, reach and stretch, extend. We'll start to round out the torso as we make our way slowly over to the other side. And again, find that big side extension. Coming back up to center, seeing and moving with the skin as our guide. Breathing with the skin as we find this fluid motion. Continuing that same direction. We know this movement now, so really let yourself be guided. Last full cycle, an exercise in imagination and opening our senses so we can really feel and see with our skin. Excellent. Inhale, extend, 5-pointed star. Exhale, drop it down. Twice more, awakening all the cells of the body, opening the inner eyes. And last time, big extension. Turn the heels and toes in line. Let's forward fold. Big swan dive down to the floor. Sway the hips right to left and take a hold of the outer knee, calf, thigh, ankle. Planting the hands and coming on back to center. Drop it down into Malasana Yogic Squat, peeling the heart upright. Eyeball in the right pec, eyeball in the left pec, eyeball right at the center of the heart. Let it shine out. May we see with the eyes of our heart. And slowly dropping down to the earth, bring the legs wide. Could take blocks underneath the knees here. Take one hand inside one leg. Find a big lifted expansion and then go ahead and side bend it. Extending and reaching from outer hip all the way up to wrist. You might close the literal eyes and open up all the eyeballs in every cell of the skin. Opening up the eyeballs at the bottom of the feet and really spreading the toes there. On our next inhale, let's rise but face the same leg, and we'll just twist the heart over in that direction and start to drop it down a little or a lot. You might sway a bit. Find stillness. Either way, when we're dropping into one side of the body, it can be easy to ignore the other. So we'll keep active eyeballs on the bottom of the opposite foot, anchoring that sit bone down, reaching and spreading the eyes of the heart, and then folding, bowing down and surrendering to the earth, really letting the body release here, taking a full breath. And inhale to draw up and over. Finding the other side. Big reach, expansion, and side bend. Allowing ourselves to feel here involves inviting the breath to be really the guide, the teacher, the friend, this ever-present force that is the power of yoga. Finding the breath, slow into the belly here, long breath. And as you're ready, simply rotating around that extended leg. We'll find the hands on either side and reach and express the belly as far forward as possible. So it's like the belly button has eyeball wants to get towards knee eyeball, yeah? And then from there, maybe subtle movements. Finding a way to stay alive and active through both legs. And then using the breath to activate and open inner vision. Another cycle of breath to really bow in, bow down, release. As we rise, let's draw both feet together. We'll plant them to the earth, lower down vertebrae by vertebrae. Draw the arms into cactus or a T. Draw the knees in and just windshield wipe for a moment, swiping through the top of the glutes. And ultimately letting the knees land on one side, finding a really passive, easy twist. Now, using the power of your imagination to visualize eyeballs along each of the vertebrae of your spine. 27 eyeballs from the back of your skull to the back of your sacrum. Opening. Inviting in a deeper connection to the earth underneath you as the whole body surrenders to gravity. And the skin breathes. Use your intuition to guide you towards the next side as you're ready. And then find a way to really surrender into the shape. Let's allow the breath to fill not only the lungs, but to fill all the organs, full, slow, and deep. The largest organ of the body being the skin. Allow a few full breaths to really cleanse the skin here, as if you could breathe in through every cell of the skin, filling the body with fresh oxygen and letting go completely on exhale. Trust your intuition. If you're guided to find another posture, we'll simply reset the knees into the chest, slide them to the side, and then drop into final rest, Shavasana, letting everything go. Allowing the outer eyeballs to close so that the eyeballs of the skin can open. As you rest here in this safe space of your practice, we can take refuge in the power of our senses. Opening the sense of touch as this superpower. Allowing the senses to be an invitation into the present moment. Resting for as long as you can. Namaste.